This video is intended to give you a formula of success to write to the MCAS open response. So as I had mentioned before, the first thing that you want to do in tackling the open response is to read the prompt first. And when you read the prompt, mark up the prompt by identifying those most important words in the prompt. So in this prompt on Grandma Gatewood, you want to explain Gatewood's character, and the prompt asks you to support your answer with relevant and specific information. So that's what you're going to look for as you continue reading through Grandma Gatewood's prompt. The formula of success for writing to the prompt is something I'll refer to as recessisk. And recessisk is an acronym that stands for the following. The R is a restatement of the prompt. The first E is your first example, followed by support or explanation of the example, and then the subsequent E and S are much of the same. So you should have 3 examples and 3 pieces of support explaining your example in the open response. It can be multiple paragraphs, or I've seen anchor papers that are all 1 paragraph. As long as you have this formula, you should be fine. And then the last part of your open response should be the concluding statement, which summarizes the evidence and the examples. So an example of the first example and support would be this here. I start out with the restatement, and the restatement is taking words directly from the prompt. Emma Gatewood's character is revealed in a number of ways in Ben Montgomery's essay entitled Grandma Gatewood's Walk. So notice that my restatement of the prompt includes the author of the essay, Ben Montgomery, and the title of the essay for the MCAS, Grandma Gatewood's Walk. The second sentence in orange is an introduction of my first example, and I could begin with the transitional word first and then go on to say Grandma Gatewood's bravery is shown in the first paragraph of the essay. And I noticed that when I first started reading Grandma Gatewood's Walk, that the first paragraph shows that she left the only place she had ever called home. And that's significant because it shows her bravery. So that's what I used as my first example. For example, she left Gallia County, Ohio, the only place she had ever really called home. Notice that I put this evidence in quotation marks. That's something that you really need to do when you write in the open response. Use quoted evidence from the text. And then the last part that you see in yellow is the support for the example that I use. And the support simply explains why the example supports the prompt. It is certainly brave of a 67-year-old woman to leave the only home she has ever known to walk, according to the italicized preface before the essay, the entire length of the 2,000-mile Appalachian Trail. So if you look at the opening of the Grandma Gatewood's Walk, it is prefaced with this italicized portion in which it's revealed that the walk that she took was 2,000 miles and that she was 67 years old. So I use that information in my support for the example. So again, when you continue doing your writing, you're going to continue by adding other examples and supports to your prompt. And you can continue adding transitional words like second and third or next and also or in addition, etc. And then the final statement, of course, a reminder to you to conclude with a summary of the evidence and the examples. And you could begin with a stock phrase such as these examples show that, and then repeat what you're trying to prove or what you proved in the prompt. So that is the formula of success to write to the MCAS open response.